Hey guys, Elisa Mousy here. And here's that rating Iratus video that I promised. Sorry it's up late. I had to redo it because some funky things went on with my last recording of it. So here we are again. Uh, as a reminder, because it's been a while since I finished a game, my categories are performance, story, difficulty, gameplay/enjoyment, and would I play again. Which I specify, which I say like that instead of replayability value, because I replay games that play through the exact same way over and over again. Just for the fun of it, because I liked the gameplay. So, first off, performance. For this particular game, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I had one crash, but I'm not holding it against the game because since it was such a one-off, I can't say for certain if it was the game or a problem with my machine, so I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. Second, story. That one's gonna be a 4 out of 10, but I'm not complaining. It's just that low because story is one of the criteria, and this game didn't really have a whole lot of that going on. I mean, the Wrath of the Necromancer DLC had a little bit more plot to it, and there was kind of some stuff with the, what do you call it? The quests, and there was a little blurb every time you moved to a new area and went to the boss. Also, I'm going to interject real quick to apologize if you can hear my fan really loudly. My computer's doing a lot right now. So it's... and I don't know if you heard that or not. But, oh! I'm editing something right now, and that's the little alert sound that you don't care. Difficulty? I'm going to say 8 out of 10. Difficulty is a little bit of a weird rating for me, because if something is way too easy, I'm not going to rate it very high, but also if it's way too hard, I'm not going to rate it really high either. There's a sweet spot for just how difficult it is for me to enjoy. Or how... Not difficult for me to enjoy. The level of difficulty and how much enjoyment I get out of that difficulty. There. I don't know if I just said it. It's an 8 out of 10 because it's very close to that sweet spot. It's not too easy. It is challenging, but it's doable. Granted, I'm judging it on Cakewalk. So that might have something to do with it. And it's actually dropped not for difficulty, but for easiness. But I can recognize that that was probably because of the artifact that I had. That made everything really easy. I mean, a free block and a free ward for the first couple battles, that's like free shots. Gameplay and enjoyment, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. Because it wasn't the, like, phenomenal best ever. Like, 10 out of 10 for gameplay enjoyment means it has to be up in, like, some of my favorite games. And I really enjoyed playing this game, but it wasn't quite there. Having all the different enemies you had to adjust to, that was fun. It kept it refreshing so it didn't get too repetitive. Even though some of those enemies pissed me off. And I liked how strategically I had to think. Like, I'm used to just brute forcing games, and I did kind of brute force this a little bit, but, it... Lost my train of thought for a second. It was still... I had to think, is the big thing. I had to really think. Because before I started playing the game, I would have not done stances at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't in the beginning. I'm pretty sure it was all just physical attack after physical attack. But then I learned a bit more. I was advised to have a dread team. That was fun. Taking stances. I'm really excited to play it at a higher difficulty. I don't know when that's going to be, but I'm excited to do so. And finally, would I play again? Kind of answered that question. um, I'm going to say, I'm going to put that also at a 9 out of 10. Because of the fact that there are the harder difficulties, and you only have, at the beginning, Cakewalk and More Pain unlocked. You don't have Good Always Wins, or I can't remember the name of the level 4 difficulty. I always call it You Will Die, but I'm pretty sure that's not the actual official name. But it gives you the chance to try new minions out, because that was kind of part of it, is I was afraid. That's why my teams stayed as consistent as they did, is I was afraid to try new things, because I was so far into the game, that I was like, okay, well, I know this works, and I know this works. I'm not too sure on experimenting. You can do that again in a higher difficulty, or with a replay. At a higher difficulty or the same difficulty, your choice, I guess. And also, there are 2 minions, I don't remember which, that are unlocked after defeating the More Pain difficulty. So that's another incentive to play again. Because even if you start at More Pain, play again to try those new minions. So like I said, and I think I said this at the end of the main video, and I know I said it earlier in this, I'm going to be playing it again. Gonna try it More Pain. Can't tell you when that's going to be. It's probably going to be at least a year, because Dragon Age is taking up so much of my time. Not complaining. It is a fun game. It's just very time consuming. And it's kind of overtaken my channel, but that's fine. That's fine. Oh, duh. Final rating. Our final percentage score for Iratus is 80%, which is actually, I think, the first time that I've actually gotten a rating drop to a percentage that actually makes sense. That, like, is actually along the lines of what I was expecting. So, stay tuned for whatever I do next. See you on the flip side. Elisa out.